And we are live. So yeah, it's early morning. Well, not early morning, but morning. You guys woke up. Everybody had very interesting things happening to them last session. So where is it? Where is it? Here we go. So yeah. What are you guys going to do?
Ask Neil for help with the curse. He wants it gone.
Well, so, Adrian, while you were sleeping, I just want to ask, how does Adrian sleep?
He meditates. He sits. Yeah, he sits cross-legged.
Okay, but does he take off his heavy clothing to relax or something? Take off his armor or anything?
Nope.
Okay, so okay. I would say that when you wake up, you felt no different. But after a few minutes or so, you get an itch. You get an itch on your arm.
Okay, he checks his. He itches it, looks at it.
As you pull your sleeve down, you see a long, ever-growing, strange, magical mark on you. That is of a dark black with a hint of vile, bright-colored green. That's kind of like your skin is slowly turning ashen black on your arm, and the veins where your veins are, it's glowing this vile bright green.
Does this look similar to what the
person entity is?
Entity or the cursed or the affected creatures from the rock, from the crystal?
You can make a check if you want. You can make a Arcana, or you can make a I think, is it a medicine check?
I don't know. It's your choice.
I would say, since this is something you're not sure, you can make a history, Arcana, intelligence check, or you can make a medicine check, since this is happening to your skin and you're not sure what this is. So you could make a medicine check. Okay.
A 6.
Yes, and since you have disadvantage for ability checks, because of your affliction, you don't know what this is. You don't know what this could be. You are thinking that it could be related to your problem with this entity, or it could be a side effect to your a supposed infection of the crystals and everything, since of your close proximity or something. You don't know. You're clueless on this. But I will give you this. Sorry. I did not mean to give you a sneeze.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can tell that there is magic involved in this supposed rash of sorts. And it's only happening on your arm. Like up to your elbow of sorts. On
his sword arm, or which arm?
Whatever arm you want to be, it's happening
His
on
right
that
or left
arm.
arm?
It's happening on one of your
His
arms.
left or right arm?
It's happening on one of your arms. You get to decide.
I get to decide?
You get to decide. Yeah. It's happening. Roll me a 50. No, roll me a 100. A 1d100 and high, and call high or low.
High, I guess.
Okay. I would say sword arm.
Okay.
High would have been not your sword arm. Low would have been your sword arm. So yeah. So on your sword arm, where you use to wield your weaponry mostly, it's growing on this.
That doesn't look good. It says, yeah, you go ask for help.
Okay. I'm just gonna move the characters who are not with us right now. So it's only just Layla, Adrian, and Nail. So Adrian wakes up, he has this, everybody else wakes up. Layla had her brief issue and everything, and woken up. So Layla, what do you do when you wake up?
I wake up, I see who else is up at this time, I guess.
You see the tent where the children are, and you see that all of the younger ones are sort of asleep, while the eldest, which is the girl, I think, I don't remember who was the eldest, but I think it was this one, is in there, and she's awake, and she's mostly fixing the supposed large blanket where the little ones are still sleeping in it.
Going to obviously make myself breakfast.
Well, you have no food to work with except for your rations.
Well,
So,
I
yeah.
guess that's what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah. So, you enter the room. I guess Nail is already up and at the table. Adrian's in the corner, and what's Layla's passive perception?
Let me check. 10.
10?
Yes.
Okay. You do notice that Adrian is a bit distraught about something, but you can't exactly tell.
He probably just had a bad nightmare.
Probably. So yeah. So you sit at the table to eat. Nail. What does Nail do in this instance?
I'm eating breakfast.
Okay. Shala is also there. So yeah, Adrian. Everybody is in the room. What are you gonna do?
Is gonna tell Nail about his encounters with this goddess or whatever.
Okay.
And tell him he's been trying to get rid of her curse, but everything he's done hasn't been working.
Well, you seem to be trying to get forgiveness, right?
Yes?
Well, in my experience, gods aren't capable of granting forgiveness on the behalf of others. So that seems to be your problem. No, nobody can give you forgiveness for someone else's problems. The only people who can forgive you are the people you wronged. That's what forgiveness is. The acceptance of the person who has been wronged to forgive the person they wronged.
Yes, but I do not know how to come in contact with my deceased butler.
Is this a private conversation, or is Layla overhearing this?
I don't know. Are you guys wanting to take this in the other room, or are you guys gonna openly discuss this?
Adrian's fine openly discussing it.
Okay.
There are some magical means to contact the dead. I don't know any, but there are. But that seems to be your problem, Adrian. You're trying to get forgiveness from somebody who can't grant it to you. So instead of trying to get forgiveness from this goddess, you need to get forgiveness from the person you actually wronged.
Who would be able to help with that?
Apophis? Maybe Hades? Pluto?
I can.
Hela?
Is there Hades temple here?
I think I did say that there is a Hades temple. I think I did. Yeah, the Temple of Hades.
I mean, assuming all the dead end up in the same place
yeah,
and aren't regulated based on their religions.
indeed. But there are many temples. There's Apollo. There's Azure, Aphrodite, Hades.
I just mentioned Hades because Hades is the god of the dead.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I think I did say that there was a Temple of Hades in this town.
And if you're lucky, he might be the nice version of Hades. Of Hades.
You mean the one that's historical and not the one that's based off of Hollywood section of the devil?
Historical version. Yes, the historical version.
Okay, well, Adrian says I'm gonna go check out the Temple of Hades.
I mean, we should most likely take care of that. But we also have to deal with the whole cult of evil trying to kill us all.
Yes, but I won't be of any use in this state.
So yes, you'll definitely need to.
But
Yeah. Forgiveness is not something anyone can grant you on the behalf of someone else.
Nail.
Yeah?
1 point of inspiration.
Does Adrian know where the temple is? Has he seen it before?
No, but you were there for the whole meeting with the Temple of Apollo and everything, with all of the other temple members and everything, so you do know that you did see the priest in charge of the Temple of Hades, but you do not know where the temple is.
I mean, temples shouldn't be something that's hard to find.
Yeah.
Typically, they're really big, ostentatious buildings that tend to stand out. You might be able to ask some guards where to find it. They should have a vested interest in guiding people to the right locations.
How far away is the shack from the Temple of Apollo?
Taking you to the map. So, the shack is the blue square over here. Do you see it on the map?
Mm-hmm.
The yellow is the Temple of Apollo.
So more than 120 feet?
Yeah, something like that. You would need to go all the way here, then go through the gate, and then like travel all the way to like the trade district.
It's most likely 2 or 3 miles.
Yeah.
At the very least.
At the very least. When I say town, like, it's not like a small town. It's a very big town. It's a busy market town of sorts. Port town.
It's a town, not a city.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to go to here. He's going to go within 120 feet of Apollo's temple. Or 100 feet of the temple. And cast message onto the priest, the head priest, and ask where and say, I'm looking for the Temple of Hades.
Why wouldn't you just ask the city guard standing at the gate?
Okay. Okay, he'll do that instead. I'm looking for the Temple of Hades.
Are you messaging or are you actually verbally telling?
Actually, he isn't sure if he can trust these guards yet. So he's gonna continue with his plan on messaging the
head priest of Apollo.
Priest of Apollo, yeah.
Okay, So, the message goes through, and you just hear a response. Who is this?
Hello, it is me, Adrian.
I presume there was a good reason for you to use magic to communicate with me, telepathically.
Yes. I'm at a further location.
Hang on. Damn, mic headset thing. So yeah, sorry.
Yes, I am currently a distance away from the temple.
You seek location of the Temple of Hades. I do know it is located within the East Ward.
Okay. Thank you for your help. And he goes go to search the East Ward.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, are you gonna ask people, or are you gonna investigate on your own?
He'll ask a person. He'll ask a.
Okay. A person strolls on by. You pick their brain a bit to ask for the location, and they nod and point you in the general direction, which is right. Oop. Shit. Crap.
The black smudge works.
Hang on. I meant to do a square. Why didn't it do a square?
Do you have it set to circle? Or perimeter? Or freehand?
I have it to draw shape.
Oh. Maybe you have it set to a weird color.
There we go. Shit.
Look at the other one.
Lair. Map layer. There we go. Okay. So the black square over here is the Temple of Hades.
Adrian will go. Actually, he would have seen the Temple of Hades because when he was following those people with his owls.
Yeah.
So he
I
would
mean,
go over there.
it's not like the buildings will be marked in neon signs, Temple of Hades, so it's most like just you saw a big building.
Yeah, because remember, there was also the little temple church thing of that as a deity, but it's not near the Temple of Hades, but it's kind of like within the same, I guess, segment of cluster of buildings. So yeah, you go to where the person pointed in the general direction, and you come across a large, ornate, dark cobblestone temple, and you see a statue. You know those lion statues at the New York Public Library? Those big ass statues.
Yeah.
Well, instead of lions, it's hellhounds that are on there, and you then see like going into like where you have the pillars on the outside, and then like you have that little section before you go to the main door and everything. You then see what appears to be statues of what appears to be soldiers or guards, having their like swords and everything outstretched to the side, basically like showing this basically denying entry type thing, but like in a sense of statue work, and they're placed by the entrance, like the place to go inside the temple, and it's placed, and these are like big statues, like I would say maybe half a pillar tall. And these pillars are pretty big. So have a pillar. Like basically the size of, like, I think the Abraham Lincoln statue.
Okay. You enter the temple then?
Yes, so you enter the temple and you see it is a large temple where you see lit torchlights, chalice, whatever stuff. I'm trying to think
Braziers.
yes, yes, something like that. I was trying to think of those balancing scales, those scales. There's actually a type of thing where it's lit on fire and is used as a thing. So so there's that, and it's kind of like within the reception area of sorts of this temple, and you see priests and like acolytes in black robes with red sashes, and you see most are what appears to be wearing masks of sorts, and these are actually like skull masks. So you have a mask that shows like that covers the entire face, which is the entire skull mask and everything, with the hood and everything. And then you see what appears to be a half skull mask where it only covers like the upper face, so the mouth area is exposed and everything, with the hood and everything. And the masks, the skull masks are silver. So you see them walking
He'll go up to
to the reception.
one of them and say,
Yeah, okay.
I'd like to speak to one of the one of the higher priests. He says to one of them.
The person like looks up from the scrolls and says, "Now this is a full skull mask priest," and they say, "May I inquire why you seek the counsel of a high priest in our order?"
I'd like to ask for forgiveness from a fallen.
You seek a way to commune with the dead, then?
Yes.
Person scrolls through a book and everything. Charts. If you do not mind waiting at least an hour or so, I would see if I could get one of the high priests to assist you in your ceremony to commune with this dead person you seek to speak with.
I'm actually acquainted with the head priest already. Just mention that Adrian wishes to see him.
You mean the high priest, the one in charge of our order?
Yes.
The priest rings a bell. Like, there's a bell on the desk and rings it, and a low, one of the half skull masks come up and say, "Yes." Get a hold of the head priest. Tell them that a individual named by Adrian seeks an audience with them. Bows this person and runs off. Please, have a seat.
We actually haven't thought of a party name yet.
You have not thought of a party name. I just went with the idea of Legends of Forlumen, so I guess your party name is kind of like Team Legends for the temporary term, but like I said, you guys need to come up with a party name.
Crystal Smasher, or Crystal Smasher.
Like again, I'll let you guys decide that out of session. But yeah. So while Adrian is doing this,
Yeah,
what is
I'm really bad at names.
Yeah. So what is Nail and Layla going to be doing for the time being? Hello?
What would Neil be doing? I guess Neil will go to the library to look up the spirit cave place that he had a dream about, and ask Layla if she wants to come with him.
Sure.
Okay, you guys make your way to. Oh. What happened, Adrian?
He accidentally hit the back button on his mouse,
Damn.
which I do constantly.
Okay. Well, until he gets back, we'll do you. So yeah, so you guys head to the library. It is, located here. So you guys enter, you see the receptionist doing their, work and sees you. Nail, is this your first time coming to the library, or were you here before?
Nope, this is my first time coming.
Okay, so this person looks upon you and says, Yes, hello, how may I help you both?
Yes, I'm interested in learning about a location called, I do believe it was the Spirit Cavern.
Spirit caverns. Interesting. Well, we don't have anything on that, but we do have something about caverns and spirits. Would that be more of interest to you?
Well, no, this is a specific location.
Yes, but like I said, we don't exactly have a book on this location, but we do have scrolls and information of people who have encountered what they might have encountered that you seek to know about this location.
How about any information on how someone can be forcibly brought to a location in their dreams?
You mean mind astral projection sorts, right?
Yes.
He kind of
I
like
recently had a weird dream about the spirit caverns. I've never been there.
So this person like goes down off his stool. Now understand that this reception desk is like basically taller than you, where this receptionist is able to loom down on people. So gets down from that. You don't see him see them where they are. You just hear some sounds coming from beneath the desk and like clink clang, clink 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 clunk clunk clink clank clank as this person is searching for something. And then puts up a ledger and opens it, dust everywhere, looks through the pages and says, try section 2-3-456. As in second floor, section, I believe it was what was the numbers again? I forgot.
2-3-456.
Yes, so yeah, I'll put that in game text. So
South Wing,
yeah,
section 456.
400 and
Normally a middle number will be wings.
yes. So second level, section 3, row 456.
Okay. So I'll go up to the second floor, section 3, and look through row 456.
Mm-hmm. You see it, and you see it is large, this section.
lot of books.
Yes, because this section deals with some.
I'll help you on that investigation.
For this section deals with a lot of magic.
I'll help you the investigation. Roll again.
Okay.
Better.
Okay, so 18, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. With an 18, you're able to find the books and information you are seeking. And you're asking about the astral projection spell of sorts, right?
Yeah, forced astral projection specifically. I didn't try to astral project, which means somebody forced me to do it.
Yeah. So you look through it and you find out that only certain beings who are powerful enough are able to do this forceful astral projection. And only a few people are able to successfully do that without basically injuring themselves in the process. So only powerful beings are able to do this type of method of forceful astral projection.
How interesting. I wonder who I got on the bad side of that wanted to astral project me into a monster's lair.
So what was this creature like when you were, well, forcibly astral projected?
She was very into snakes. Her lair was literally filled with and treasure, lots and lots of treasure. I tried to have a philosophical discussion about the idea that things only possess real value when people know they exist, and she did not appreciate that discussion.
I think she didn't understand what you were saying, or thought you were pretty much calling her junk cheap. Not that you actually were, just
No, I was
her
very
own
specific.
her own insecurities are acting up. You were in the right.
Yeah, I was very clear on the fact that I thought they were very nice pieces of ancient objects, but I was hoping to have more of a conversation.
True, but with considering this thing forcibly brought you to its space,
I don't
probably
think
wasn't.
it forcibly brought me there. She was very clear on the fact that I was an intruder.
Interesting.
Somebody else tried to do that.
That's a possibility, but there's also. It's not out of this question that could have you done it by accident? I mean, as a child, I accidentally have done many abilities in. But have done many.
Cue
of
the
my
vivid
abilities by
flashbacks
accident.
of your horrible childhood.
To my understanding, astral projection requires you to know where you're going, as in having been there before. I've never been to the spirit cave. I've only ever heard about it. A creepy place where nobody ever comes back from.
I have had a similar experience recently, but it's a tad bit different from yours. Friendly. But it was more dreamlike. It wasn't. I couldn't see the place.
Yeah, I had a lovely stroll down a cave, thought I was dreaming, came to a large cavern filled with ancient treasures, had a slight philosophical discussion with an unseen creature, then there were snakes everywhere, and then she tried to grab me. Then I woke up. It was
Take a
very...
moment to think about the description of this person.
History.
Yeah.
Okay. Layla.
Mhm.
I'm going to ask that everybody except for Layla to be deafen and mute. Because this is something that only Layla should hear.
Put in the type when I can come back. I'll be watching TV.
Copy that. So, yeah. Adrian, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'll just ask you that you also mute and deafen yourself.
Okay, mute and deafen myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, Layla, as you were calling this, you did have a certain encounter of sorts. Not with this cave that Nail was talking about, but with the entity of sorts that may have lived in the cave. You recognize it to be a lamia or a gorgon of sorts. And you know that within the Firhum kingdom there are many undiscovered ruins and temples of the ancient times before the flare occurred. So there have been instances in your reports whenever you went or were doing a job that you heard rumors of these creatures and a supposed rumored deal or peace treaty between the previous queen and these creatures. But that is all you are able to know on that subject.
The last part's just a rumor, correct?
These were all rumors.
Oh, okay. All rumors. Okay.
Nail?
Okay.
You back, Nail?
Yep.
Okay. Adrian. Well, whatever. So yeah, so Layla remembers something important. So I will let Layla describe it.
By the description of this creature, it sounds like a gorgon.
That's what I was thinking. Very
Oh.
snake-oriented.
If you want to really know, they do exist, or at least rumors. Some of them
Good.
Some of them lie dormant within the ancient caves
Ruins.
and
Ruins.
ancient
ruins and temples and caverns of the kingdom of Firhum way before it was, founded, before the flare even happened.
What he said.
Yeah.
We may or may not have not confirmed had contact with them. Details on that is fuzzy from what I was told.
It would explain all the ancient artifacts that were in the cavern.
As for why would something want you to be there?
It could have just been trying to see if the creature was still there. Why risk your own neck to see if something's still there when you could just send some random pawn?
True, but an astral projection?
It does seem a bit odd.
Seems too much. Maybe there's more clues on what ruins it is, of what temple. What else do you remember?
Not much. I mean, I was in a cave, walked in a particular direction, went to a bigger cavern, and there was treasure. Lots of old treasure. But it was just scattered around in piles.
Maybe we can find more information about them here, or perhaps we can get a clue off the treasure. If we look into some Pharaoh artifacts, we can perhaps.
I didn't look at any particular piece of treasure specifically, so it would be difficult.
You could do a wisdom check to see if you can recall any pieces that may have slipped your mind.
I have a dump stat. You want to know what that is?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Well,
I'm a smart boy otherwise, boy.
It was a suggestion.
Yeah, unfortunately, the piles were a bit distracting. I just kind of picked up a few things, looked at them, saw that they were old. I didn't see much of any specific thing, and I didn't go outside, so I don't even know what time of day it was. Or what the surrounding...
Well, like I said, you can make a wisdom check to see if you can recall any details at all. 18. 18. Okay. With this 18, you managed to remember and parade through your mind that you remember that in the cave system that you were in, it was cold. Not super cold, but cool air, as in a slight breeze was moving in through the cave. And you did see forms of light, okay, in the sense of like sunlight and everything, but like not a lot, little pieces of it glimmering off the walls of the caverns. When you touched the light, it was very hot, like hot in the sense that it was close in a warm, hot, dry area. And you were in a cool subterranean system. And as you got closer and closer to the place where the supposed treasure was, you did see something familiar. And that was what appeared to be a tapestry of sorts. Degraded and old, but it showed a snake person holding out what appeared to be a gem or jewel towards an elf. And Nail, you know this elf. You recognize this as to be the first empress of Firhum.
Okay, so we have a tapestry of a snake lady giving a gem to the first empress of Firhum. I don't see how that could tell us where this cavern is, except maybe an ancient capital of Firhum, wherever that would be.
Possibly. But we can at least look up Gorgons and see in case
Gorgons and Lamias.
Lamias. In case you run into this thing in the physical world. You may be best to know how to fight it.
I mean, if we run in this thing into the physical world, that'll be kind of weird. But there isn't that much information to go on. We're only assuming that it's not something like a Naga, Lamia, what other things have snakes in there? There's a lot of creatures which meet the description, and I didn't get a very good look at it.
The only thing you know is it was female in its voice, and that there was snakes everywhere.
Yeah, it had a real thing for snakes.
And you did feel something did touch slightly your legs and everything that was reptilian in nature. So there was that.
That dry, not slimy skin.
Yeah.
It's simply just a hunch. But we can do that, or you perhaps look up ways to protect your mind from intruders.
That's why we're looking up information on astral projection.
Uh, I would say that you guys could spend as much time as you want. And I would say that as much time as you want in the downtime, depending on it. I would say that if you ever had this encounter, in the sense that someone tried to invade your mind, you would be able to resist it. I think it's a wisdom save to resist someone entering your mind. I would say that you could add your proficiency bonus to the check.
Okay, I'm learning a few tricks of how to evade mind control.
Yeah, of sorts. And while that is happening, Adrian, back to you.
Okay.
So you waited for about what appears to be an hour, and the half-skulled masked priest returns and says, "He will see the guest Adrian now. I will escort him now." And the reception person nods the head, allows, like, reaches a hand out to you, Adrian, to allow you to stand and be escorted.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Okay.
yeah, so you're walking towards,
Yeah.
yeah, you're following, and you go up to the large doors that overlook this large ass temple, and you go, and the doors open, and you see corridor, many other doors, and at the end of this corridor, you see what appears to be a statue of Hades, and it is Hades holding, I think one of Hades' signature weapons was a spear of sorts or something. In the in the historically accurate, I'm trying to think of what was his signature weapon.
It was a spear.
Okay, it was a spear. Okay, I was right. I was right.
I know because I looked it up, making those magic items for
Thank
the
thank you.
gods. Yeah.
Thank you. So, of his spear and everything. And you see that fire is encircling the statue to add like some effect.
So Hades' signature weapon is not a spear; it's Biden specifically, which is a
A
two-pronged
Biden. Yeah, it
spear.
was a
Biden.
Biden. Yeah.
Thank
So
you. Thank you. Biden. Thank
yeah.
you. His signature. I'll just say his signature weapon. Okay, I will just say that. So and there basically letting the fire basically add a dramatic shadowy effect of fear is this individual in its cloaked robes and everything that you had encountered before in the Apollo meeting, uh, is the head priest and leader of the Temple of Hades. And you see this mask, but it is not silver, it is gold. And it is black robes with the red sash, but there is intricate lining of gold and silver leafing on the cloak and everything. And the person
Mhm.
just looks up to you and says, "Adrian, is it not? I recall seeing you in the meeting of the other temple leaders. Tell me, you seek to, as you say, commune with a dead person, to seek forgiveness. Is this correct?"
Yes, I have currently been cursed by an entity that wants me to seek forgiveness from this person.
Hmm. We do not interfere in the wills of other entities, but we will assist you regardless, for we believe we may know what this entity is.
Hmm. Um. How will you guys be able to help then?
We will perform a ceremony of communing with the dead. All you need to do is recall the person you wish to commune with, and we will stabilize the communion as much as we can. But understand, we will not have any risk to the living. The balance between the living and the dead must remain unbroken. Meaning nothing, and I mean nothing, must cross the line into the living world.
What if something crosses into the undead world, the non-living world line?
Then pray to Hades that you are able to cross back to our world, he says as he leaves and heads to the room to get the ceremony ready. 20 minutes later, the priest that escorted you escorts you into the room, and you see a big room where people are holding what appears to be scales, like spears, like staves, and the scales are there, and it's lit with what appears to be a light, like a pure white flame, and a pure black flame in each of the scales.
Okay.
And they are humming like and everything. And you see two circles. One a pure white light, the other a pure black light. And the head priest gestures you to go to the pure light circle. Do you comply?
Yep.
Okay, you do that. And he cuts his hand and drips it into a cup of sorts. And he then hands you a knife and asks you to do the same. Do you comply?
Yeah, Adrian will cut his hand as well.
Okay, you do that, and then he pours something within this beaker of sorts, and he then starts to hum and pray and does like a spell, which is he's doing a type of as I'm saying, a homebrew interpretation of the commune with the dead. So he is doing this, and he then says to you, Adrian, clear your mind and remember the individual that you seek to commune with. Remember their names. Remember their face. Remember the last moment you saw of them, and remember the first time you met them. And let those feelings and let those memories flow through you, so I may build the connection, so we may find this individual. So, Cod, I need you to make a wisdom check for me. And remember, all ability checks are with disadvantage.
That's not fair.
You do get to add your proficiency, though.
16, so then I get a 19 then.
Since you are getting help from this guy who is helping you. So yeah, you do get that. So it's that. You then feel a warm heat coming from the circle. And then you see what appears to be magic flowing from you, flowing to the head priest, and then flowing to the black circle. And then you hear a loud, thunderous explosion of magic as an entire, I guess, cylinder, typhoon, tornado of black smoke, fire, and magic erupt. And then slams into the ground. And as you see, the scales that these people have with their stabs seem uninfected, except where the white fire and the black fire tilts a centimeter higher, which tilt the scales a bit on each of their stabs. And you hear a voice. And Adrian, you recognize this voice. As you see before you, within the circle, your former deceased butler. He goes, what? Where am I? What is happening?
Did you ever give a name? Did you ever give the butler a name?
No, I did not.
You can be creative or you can be cheap.
Yeah. Do you want me to give him a name, or do you want to give your own interpretation of the name?
You can make up your own name for him.
Typhon.
Hyphen? Okay.
So, Typhon.
Hyphen the butler.
Yeah. And that is in game chat. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Adrian will say, hello, Hyphen.
Typhon.
Hyphen?
Typhon, like T
Yeah.
P-H-O-N.
Yeah.
Typhon.
Okay. Typhon, yeah.
Yeah, Typhon, whatever. Whatever. So yeah. So he looks up and, who are you?
It is me, Adrian. But I am no longer an Amakir. Amakir is the family name.
He walks up and tries to get closer, but as he does, the circle reacts, shocking him and like, ah! And then the head priest says, none may leave the circle during the ceremony. We cannot have the balance shift any further. He is alive in this situation, Adrian. But if he leaves, he will be returned to his original dead form. The only way you are able to see him in flesh and blood in this projection is because of my doing. Do not break the ceremony. As in, like, he's not a spirit. He's actually represented, like, in the sense, the full flesh and blood as you. Basically, there's no signs of him, like, having any of the cut, any of his injuries or anything, except for the line where the guillotine hit his neck. That's the only mark you see. That seems to be not removed.
Then, unfortunately, you're not allowed to leave that circle. Adrian says. Neither am I at this current point as well.
Why have you orchestrated this?
I've come to apologize.
Apologize for what?
For blaming you on breaking the vase. Adrian says, and
As soon as you said that, you see that his eyes widen. And it was you who broke it? It was you? He says with a slightly raised tone. You broke your father's vase.
As a when I was still a child, yes. And then Adrian will go on his hands and knees and bow apologetically. You know that kind of like
Yeah, I know.
bow.
Like
I don't know what
the ultimate bowing of forgiveness type thing.
I'm not
Yeah.
worthy, bow.
Yeah.
No, it's just the apologizing bow.
It's the ultimate it's the ultimate I am sorry bow.
yes.
Both on your knees and
Yeah, hands
head
and
on the ground.
everything,
Yeah.
everything, head down on the floor itself, basically. And so you can't see his face in this position, but you can hear his voice, and it's cracking. I was beaten, hurt, and ridiculed. And you did nothing. Nothing. Even when they decided to... He pauses. Even when they decided to cut my head off. You said nothing. You were silent. You're still silent
immature.
today. You probably didn't say anything to your father.
Out of character. Pretty sure Adrian would have. That's in his character.
That is up to
At
you
some
to
point.
decide. That is up to you to decide. That is fine. So, so Typhon said that. So what do you say?
I did, and I did, and I've been banished from my family.
You hear him breathing heavily. You hear him breathing heavily. Banishment is not harsh enough for you, he says. I do not seek punishment. I do not seek vengeance. I seek peace. I seek justice for the one who wronged me, but turns out it was the one who I helped raised. It was you. And you did nothing during that day. The only reason you are seeking my forgiveness is probably so you could be free of some form of punishment that was brought upon you. You're not a warrior, you're a coward. You're a coward who just wants to feel good. A coward who wants to be absolved of his wrongdoings. A coward who wants to be nothing but free of his guilt. And as he does that, he kind of like bangs on the barrier that keeps him within the circle. You are what I hate. You are what you have become. You, Adrian. And he says in a low tone, are a monster. Adrian, I need you to make a constitution save for me.
Okay.
This is a save. This is a save, not an ability check. Unless a save
Constitution?
is... Yes. Wait. Is a save counts as an ability check?
No.
No. No. Okay. Just wanting to make sure. Just wanting to make sure. So, yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh my god. Really?
Adrian, call high or low
Mhm.
for me.
Low, I guess.
Okay, I'll roll the percentile. Okay, you feel your arm, your sword arm, kind of like burn with pain as you feel it being burning, like someone dipped your arm in acid. As you feel, and as you look, you see your mark start to grow, but only up to your hand. So it was only your arm, not your hand. But
Mhm.
now your entire hand of your sword arm, so from your hand to your elbow now, is this ashen black skin colored with green, vile, bright green of the veins showing this. And as you reveal to look at what's happening, everybody in the room gasps at this and says, "He has been marked. He's marked. He has been marked by the lady. He has been marked. He has been punished. This is a punishment." And then the head priest slams his staff with the scales and he says, "We will have silence." And everybody falls silence. "If this man is marked by the Lady of the Damned, then let it be known. He is seeking redemption for his actions. He is allowed to seek guidance and help. Do not interfere. Let him make amends." And he turns to you, Adrian. Continue. And you see the scales again shift, as in the black flame is tipping more higher than the
Mhm.
white flame. And so yeah, so as this is happening, you see that Typhon, as he slammed and everything did that, he turns away from you, not wanting to look at you. What do you do? Actually, wait, hang on. I actually should have the better freaking music for this. Why am I doing freaking this? It should be something a bit more
I found out what it's called. It's called a dogaza or dogaza. Dogaza, yeah. Um, the bow he's doing is called a dogaza.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah. So so yeah, what do you do now since this thing just spread to your hand?
He asks. He says you know of the curse.
To the head priest?
No, to Typhon.
No, it was the head priest and all of the other priests that said he has been marked and everything. So they know. Okay.
No, Typhon said something about the only reason why Adrian's coming to apologize is because of the curse.
No, he said nothing about a curse, saying that you must have been punished by something or someone and whatever. So he's only saying that the only reason you are doing this now is because you are seeking to be free of a punishment that was dealt to you. He doesn't know anything about the curse.
Adrian will say, still bowing or on the ground, saying, I had no means of contacting you. Unfortunately, Adrian said.
Still facing away from you.
Yeah.
So what?
I did.
So what? You want me to say I forgive you? Is that it?
I do not ask for forgiveness. All I wish is for you to be at peace, Adrian says.
At peace. At peace. I guess now that, since the truth is now revealed, I guess maybe Hades would allow me to be free of my duties as being in charge of the rowboats of the Styx. And maybe send me off to Elysium, so I could be with my wife and my daughter.
The river Styx.
The river Styx is the river that is.
No, I know it. I know what the river Styx is, but Adrian doesn't know. Probably.
Yeah, no, because he is of Firham and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why would the guy's wife and child be in Elysium?
Because they died a long time ago, and they were in the afterlife, but he wasn't. And then when he died, okay, but since everybody presumed him to be guilty and everything, but Hades knew better. But he didn't punish Typhon. He more likely made him the person to transport the dead on the river Styx to the locations where they are supposed to be.
But what I'm asking is, Elysium is for the honored dead, for heroes specifically.
Oh, well, okay.
Most people went to Asphodel, the plains of the dead.
Thank you. Asphodel. Again, like, I have not researched as much as I can because of other priorities in my life, but thank you. So, Asphodel.
And there are other rivers in the underworld, not just the river Styx. The river Styx is the river that leads into the underworld, but in the underworld there are other river systems that lead around.
So basically he's
working for Charon, this boatmaster.
Yes, the boatmaster. So he's working for this guy. Okay, like again, need to refresh about everything, but yeah. So in Astral says he was working for Sean and everything. So yeah.
You should play Hades. It's a great game. I
am leaning into the idea of wanting to play Hades. Okay, I'm leaning into it. Okay, so anyway, back to the game. So yeah. In this moment, something, the room begins to crack and shake a bit as something seems to be trying to intervene, to break into this room. And Adrian, you feel your arm burning. You know that you might know who might be trying to break in.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear your butler say, "I don't think I might ever forgive you. I might, but I can't. I don't think I can right now." But he then says, "But I understand why you were silent. I understand that you were afraid of your father. I understand," he says as he turns. "I understand." And then, Adrian, you feel your arm slightly beginning to, recede from the burning, as in the burning slightly stops.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make amends for your actions, Adrian? Then promise me this. Promise me you will ensure that this act never occurs to someone else. Swear that to me.
I promise, agencies. It will never happen again, as long as I may live.
He sighs, he breathes, and he then turns to the head priest and, I would like to return to the land of the dead, please. And the head priest nods as he begins to do his ritual to return and end the ceremony. So, again, spiral of the black flame energy begin to surround Typhon and slams the ground again, and he's no longer there. And the scales return back to normal balance, and the circles begin to dim, and everybody is now, like, the ceremony has ended, but everybody now is like hesitant, looking at you, and just like begin to whisper and mumble among themselves and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear the head priest say, "You need to leave now." He says that in he says that in a whisper. Please, the last thing we want is any ill will with Hades and the Lady of the Damned.
Adrian will say, thank you for your help. Then he'll leave.
Okay, you leave, and yeah, and you just hear a voice. You hear a voice in your head, and this is the same voice you had heard before during your whole encounters with this entity. This woman says, "Interesting. So you decided to seek help from the Temple of Hades, and you sought to brought the man before you, so you may plead your case, seeking forgiveness. The audacity, the arrogance of it. I had half a mind to intervene and chop your arm off. But my hand stayed. You are lucky that Hades had decided to let you continue. But do remind yourself, dear Adrian, I am the one that is punishing you, not Hades. Be sure to remember that the next time you try to do something." And the voice fades away as you leave the temple.
Mm-hmm. He'll continue walking and return to the shed.
Okay, so you're returning back to your shack over here?
Mm-hmm. The shack. Yeah.
Okay, you do that. Sorry, sore throat. I have a sore throat.
How is he feeling right now?
How are you feeling?
Is his arm back to normal?
So like I said, your arm grew. Your arm grew, but it stopped. So it's still the same as it is, as in your hand up to your elbow is still this color, with the green and everything, and the ashen black. So it's still like this. But you are able, but now it will not grow. So from now on, since you are able to make such a impact right now, you now have a what is the word? An obligation now to your old butler Typhon to make sure that an act like this never happens again, of injustice. So I would say that your speed will still be halved, but the disadvantage on ability checks, I now have control, so I could deem when and where I could say when you will have disadvantage on your ability checks. So it's not all the time. I can now decide when the effect of this curse can affect you, in the sense of the disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay. How can he get rid of the thing entirely?
Well, since you made somewhat peace with your butler, so there's that. So now you need to learn to make good on your promise to make sure that injustice never happens again. That is basically a labor now. You are marked with a labor.
Because half movement is a pretty big punishment to have.
Yeah, but at least it's not disadvantage with ability checks every time.
Okay.
Looks like you have to reform the justice system to ensure justice instead of personal revenge is done.
So yeah. So you make your way back to the shack without incident. Nail. Like I said, you were able to learn certain things, and whenever someone tries to invade your mind, you could add your proficiency to the will save to resist that.
Okay.
So I don't know what Layla would have been doing. I know Layla was helping you, but I don't know at this point what Layla would want to do, since they are not back yet. But in this essence, what would Nail want to be doing besides the research? Because I think Layla did say to research on ways to defend yourself against these creatures.
Against organs and other snake-like creatures.
Yeah, gorgons, lamias, and all of that.
I mean, I guess I could try to look up how to all information on monsters that are snakes.
Well, you need to go and find the basically where these books are. Because the section you are in is everything about magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that in order to speed up time, that the you managed to find the section where the monsters are of supposed creatures and everything, and make a well, you can make an investigation check, or okay, that would be a 22, I believe, right?
21.
Oh, 21.
No. Yeah, 21.
Okay. With that, yeah, hey, Layla. So, Nail is doing research about these snake creatures now, and rolled a 21. So, with this knowledge, you manage to discern that some of these snake-like creatures can be immune to poison, that they have the ability of dark vision, and some are even able to use abilities to turn people to stone, or some to use even magic.
Figures.
So yeah, so you learn that there are some creatures like this who could do these things, and some who cannot. But you do know that there are ways to counteract this. One would be not to look at a creature's eyes while it is probably going to try to turn you to stone. The famous story of Medusa and
Perseus?
Perseus. Yes, thank you. Of that. So yeah, there's that. So, and you do realize that some of these creatures live in warmer climates. They prefer the heat instead of the cold and mild temperatures. They prefer warm weather.
Well, that does provide me with information on lightly where their habitat may be.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So I was now gonna ask Nail and Layla, what are you guys wanting to do after you have done your research?
Nothing comes to mind at the moment.
Yeah, I guess go back to the check and wait for it on the
The operation to
military
go,
scrub.
yeah, to wait until that.
I changed my mind. Adrian will not be returning to the shack.
Okay.
He will be searching for injustices going around town and help
Oh,
fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, from past experiences, you know that Adrian is pretty quick on the uptake of things.
Indeed you are. Indeed you are. I am trying to find the encounter shit that I have. I'm trying to find it. Okay, these are encounters for C. I'm looking for... Ah, here we go. Urban encounters. Alright. Make for me... Let's see. Make for me a 1d5 roll for me.
Would I gain a bonus if I summoned my owls to help?
No, no, I'm asking like a 1d5 as in like which district you will probably be going to mostly do your Injustice.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a 1d5.
No, you just do the whole roll, and you just do 1d5, and it will roll for you. Trust me.
So just type in chat roll 1d5.
Yeah,
You can, in fact, roll any number. You
exactly.
could roll a 1d32.
Yeah.
It's a computer. It doesn't need. You need to do a
No,
backspace.
you need to do the whole program to do the whole roll thing.
I don't know the program. I've never done it before.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
I do believe it's backspace R.
There we go. Okay,
Space
so 4.
1d5.
So in the Rat Barrow district. Okay. Now, let's see. Make for me a D12 and a D8 roll for me.
Four and 4.
Okay, 4 and 4. Okay.
A lot of 4s.
Okay. You are heading around looking, and you find yourself within the Rat Barrow district. And in an alleyway, you find a corpse.
He will go investigate the dead body.
Mm-hmm.
There's an imposter among us.
So
I call emergency meeting.
As you go near it, you recognize it to be what appears to be a guard.
Does he have any form of identification on him, or?
He does. How people use, in the sense of like security and military, they have like dog tags of sorts. So there is a way to identify him. So you see on his tag, on his identification tags, that his name was Sir Lagan Markin. Sir Lagan Markin.
Okay. Is there any? Does this tell me what, like, garrison he's from? Is he like a?
He's a guard. He's like the city policeman. But in the sense of which district he's patrolling, he was patrolling the trade district. He's part of the trade district department.
And where are we in right now?
You are in the Rat Barrow district, which is kind of like a shady district where like underworld deals and stuff like that occur.
So he's pretty far. He's a bit of ways away from the trade district.
Indeed.
Not really. They border each other.
Yeah, they border each other.
Well, still. Are there any wounds on him?
Make an investigation check.
Medicine would be for wounds.
Investigation wounds, yeah.
Well, investigation or medicine would be finding out like cause of death and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Investigation is searching for something. 4.
Okay. You look, and You can't find any distinguishing marks or any cause of death. He's just dead, but you can see that there's appeared to be some slight scratches on him, but nothing too deep.
He will continue searching him then. So another investigation.
So double down, so that means you will be rolling with disadvantage. That's the thing about doubling down.
A 5.
You're really checking things, but you can't find anything except, you do find a chain, like a small chain and everything. But you can't.
Ignore that.
So, you find what appears to be a chain of sorts. You can't tell what the chain might have belonged to, but like I say, it's like a small piece of chain that's about like maybe 5 or so 5 inches long of sorts. And you do see what appears to be a type of gem. That's all you could tell.
Yeah, take a look at the gem. See if there's anything important.
Make a perception check.
I accidentally did 100 D100 instead of D20s, so
It's fine.
that's persuasion. Where's perception? There it is. What the hell? Natural 1.
You can't find anything discerning or something that could help you figure out if this jewel is distinguishing or not. It just seems to be a regular old jewel to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my dice purge because I've been rolling really badly today. Is this a superstition thing?
Yeah, do your purge.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. So yeah.
And then Adrian will try to perform a medicine check to see cause of death, maybe.
Okay. Roll a medicine check.
Where is medicine? There it is. There we go.
Okay.
Seems to work a little bit better. 13.
Okay. Upon closer you see what appears to be. His helmet is still on, so you can't exactly get better. But it's at the time when you take the helmet off to like better investigate. You see that his like face seems to be drained. In the sense that like his life force, what appears to be, have drained and everything from him, and he kind of like looks like one of those mummies from Egypt.
Desiccated.
Yeah, in the sense that all like his entire skin kind of like tighten like his life force being stolen type shit. In a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cause of death is basically someone basically drained or sucked the life out of him.
Adrian will cast Flock of Familiars.
Okay.
So 4 owls will appear around him.
Yep.
And
Boop.
yeah, actually, who has the better survival? 1 second. Owl, Ivy. They don't have survival, but they have perception. That's odd. Owls don't have the survival skill.
Most animals don't.
That's odd because they're hunting. They need to know how to hunt.
Yeah, most animals don't have any skills in reality.
Okay. Well, Adrian will check around the area to see if there's anything that might give some clues on who the perpetrator was and where they went with the owl's help.
Okay, and you are wanting to do perception checks?
Yeah.
Okay, make your perception checks.
The owl's perception checks, they have one less than me. So I'll roll 5 times, but with advantage.
Sorry.
This. Hold on 1 second. Elven accuracy. Okay, it's only attacks. So. Actually no. He will roll with advantage for himself. 7.
Okay.
And then 2 owls will. And then the other 3 owls will be searching because 1 owl is giving the help action to him.
The advantage for yourself, I know.
Yeah. Wrong thing. So 16 for 1 owl.
16.
16 because the owl. I have +4 to my perception, but owls have +3.
Oh, right.
I'll just keep using my perception minus
fine.
1.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Do it.
13 and 21.
Okay. With the perception checks, you do manage to find clues. You manage to find what appears to be streaks of blood on a corner near the alleyway and everything. And you also find what appears to be a form of jewelry of sorts. And
He will.
no, yeah,
Okay.
continue. No.
Go ahead. He will check out the jewelry and the blood.
Okay, you see that the jewelry seems to be a ring. A silver...
A ring.
Yeah, a silver ring with a blue and white diamond gem on it.
He will try to put the ring on the guard's finger. Does it fit?
It does not fit.
Doesn't fit, so it's not his ring.
Nope. What you could tell is that this is a lady's ring.
So find familiar. What animals can find familiar? Great. Do any of them have survival? Or keen? I think a couple of them have keen scent. I think.
You would have to check.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. There's a cat. The cats have can smell, but they don't have survival. Let's check out Raven. Is I'm trying to basically summon a bloodhound, basically.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Nope, not a raven. Don't think. I wonder if a lizard maybe. What does a lizard have?
I guess while this is happening, Nail and
Yeah,
Layla.
you guys can do.
Yeah, Nail and Layla, what are you guys gonna be doing?
I was thinking I was just taking a trip around town on my broomstick.
On your what?
I think it was one of the items I was about to have. Or I'm thinking of something else. Oh, that's right, the 2 items. One of them, forget it. Forget it.
Okay,
I would just go look downtown.
Yeah, because you guys still have like the magic items that you acquired during episode 19, which was the Javelin of Lightning, Book of Still Images, the Bracelet of Elements, and everything, the portable magical steed carriage thing. So you still have that stuff.
Yeah, the book of still images and the portable steed is party magic items, and we haven't decided who to give the javelin and the elemental bracelet.
Yep.
Goes to yet.
What were you planning on doing now?
I'm not sure. Really be doing anything.
I was gonna take a trip downtown then, just walk around.
You guys, okay, so Nail is heading back to the shack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm heading back to town.
Okay. So you do that.
So if you want a familiar with Zen.
So, before
I
that,
think
Layla, what district are you actually wanting to go to?
How many districts are there?
There are 8, except 7 is off limits. No, not 7, 6. I mean 6 is off limits.
To the center. Let's go to the first district again.
Trade district, okay. May I inquire what you are wanting to do in said trade district?
Sightseeing. Nothing special.
Okay. Do you want like a certain? Never mind. No, that's not.
Yeah, I didn't really plan this out very well. I'll just
Yeah.
head back. I head back to the cabin. I don't know what to do.
No, okay. Let me tell you what's within said trade district.
Fair enough.
I need to find my notes. Okay. So I am looking for trade district. Okay, there's Gill's Tailor and Clothing Store, which is a tailor shop that is located in the trade district. There's the Suncrest Armaments, weapons and armor shop located in said trade district. And there is Vines of Compassion, a herbs/incense shop located in the trade district as well.
Let's go to the Vines and Compassion.
Okay, you head on over to the Vines of Compassion. You see a shop that is let me give you a description. It is a fairly good building. It has plants growing out of pots and everything. And you see some vines growing as well. You see the windows are tinted a little, and yeah, you go inside and you see the proprietor of this shop, and they give you a warm smile and says, "Hello, hello, how are you? Welcome to Vines of Compassion. How may I be of assistance?"
I'm merely seeing what you have on stock. Anything new today?
Ah, we actually have something new. It is a type of incense perfume, if you would. And the person comes with a bottle on her counter, on their counter, and you see that the bottle is in a pyramid-esque shaped bottle, and says, "May I have your hand? I'll dibble it on your wrist so you could smell it."
Very well.
And dibbles on it and everything. And do you sniff it?
Yes.
Okay. You sniff it and you smell a very strong, but not too strong, fruit with a sense of rosemary mixed with it. And with a slight of, like, the fruit you sense is something with strawberry and a little bit of flower, such as rosemary, along with another type of smell, but you can't put your finger on it. Basically, it's a very sweet and calming smell.
Smells nice. How much?
For you, darling, I would say a gold.
Okay then. I give her 1 gold. Purchasable.
Okay. Remove 1 gold from your funds, from your personal funds. Okay. And she hands you the bottle.
Are there any other items?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Since you have never dabbled in herbs and incense, you do not know what is what. But you do see what appears to be a type of herb, and it looks funny to you.
What's this plant?
Oh, that is called a oktok root.
Can you explain a little bit more about it?
It grows mainly on this island. I discovered it. It has strange properties.
Strange as in smells or
It has a strange effect to once grounded and poured into a type of liquid. It can be made into a strong alcohol. Not only that, once consumed, it makes the person giggle and laugh like someone being cast with hideous laughter on.
Interesting. Is that already made, or someone has to, or you have to make it that way?
Yeah,
In other words,
you can make it on your own, but I could also make it. But again, this is alcohol. I never delved into it. I just give it to people who want to try making a alcoholic beverage of their own. I sell it to the taverns at points once I make it into a liquid form.
you have other potions like this.
Give me a moment. I'm looking if there is a potion shop. So no. I do have ingredients for potions, but I don't make potions. I mean, I can, but that's gonna cost a little bit more.
Like how much?
An extra 2 gold on the addition of making said potion.
How long would it take?
Depends. It might take a day, depending if it's rushed order. Might take within 3 days to get your order complete.
That's nice, but I think I'll pass.
Very
But do
well.
you have other? Is it just a perfume shop, or does it have plants?
No,
that you could-
no. Like I said, Vines of Compassion is an herb slash incense shop. So basically, there are herbs, as in medicinal herbs and whatnot, and it does have incense to make smells and everything. There is other things, meaning like she can make potions. It's just like it's gonna cost a
Oh.
little extra to make the certain
Mhm.
potions you want. I mean, like
Is-
she has pre-made potions as well, but they're more of like handmade.
I see. Can I ask her? Does she have anything for stress or to help people sleep?
She cocks an eyebrow at you and then goes in the back room and returns what appears to be a bottle. A small bottle that's probably like a water bottle size. And she says, "This is my own homemade concoction. I use it whenever I have trouble sleeping. It is basically a liquid form of using some of the roots and stuff that is from Firhum to make a calm emotion drink, which should help ease the stress of your life."
That sounds wonderful. How much?
For you, I could go down to 5 silver.
Alright, I'll pay her the 5 silver.
Takes it and hands you the bottle.
That reminds me of the flag of surrendering right I made.
And I think I'll only ask for one more thing. For anything that's, well, I guess the calm motions would help with pain as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. And I will head back to the tavern. I mean the cabin.
Shack. The shack.
The shack.
Okay, you do that. So yeah, Nail,
Yep.
when you arrive at the shack, you notice that, there are 2 women here in the shack. 2 different women. They are unknown to you. Yeah, so I will just... Let me just... Oh no. The hell? What the hell was that?
What the hell's what?
I'm hearing sounds, so...
I'm watching Keiko's delivery service.
No, I'm hearing squeaking sounds like that of a chair.
To be fair, I heard it too, but
Hmm.
So,
could just be nothing or your house is haunted. Either one.
Yeah.
it's mostly coming from Nail, I think. I don't know. Okay, so regardless, so Nail, you come in through the door and you see 2 women here.
Hello there.
They turn and they greet you. And they say, "Pardon the intrusion, but we are looking for one individual by the name of Adrian. Or Scalp, if you would."
Well, he's not here at the moment. Can I take a message?
Not Scalp, not Scalp.
Layla?
No, not Layla.
Ama?
No,
Or-
it's Scalp's character, but I do not remember what character name they went with.
It says on the character sheet.
Yeah, I know, but like they went with like their own name, so like again, trying to figure that out.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever, and everything. So yeah, it says, "Oh, well, we tracked them here in the sense of, well, information gathering."
I can see that. And as you can see, they are not here. So can I take a message?
We are in need of protection.
From?
Bad people.
You do know being here might be more dangerous for...
Listen, we don't have time. listen, we don't have time. One of the women says, and I will give you a description. One woman is wearing a white toga-like dress, and the other is wearing a dark red toga-like dress. And the one wearing the white toga dress is a redhead elf, sun elf, and the other is another sun elf, but with blonde hair.
Well, I'm not certain where they are. And we're hiding out in this shack to begin with, which is why I mentioned that. And I'm gonna go sit on the chair. You're glad to wait here, but if the people who are trying to kill us come, I warned you.
And the redhead says, "We are not some damsels in distress, I might add."
Cool. Well, enjoy waiting.
And during that time, I would say that Layla was able to come to the shack as well. And Layla, you open the door and you see, well, two sun elf women here, and you see Nail.
Oh. New faces. I didn't know we were gonna have guests.
Neither did I.
Hello, I am Layla. What is your name?
The redhead extends a hand, and she says, "Autumn, I am very charmed to meet you."
A lovely name.
And the blonde elf says, "I am June."
June and Autumn. Lovely name.
You'd probably have to make a deception check if they're trying to deceive them on your name.
Deceive me or them deceiving?
Their names and all of that.
Well, are they lying about their names?
Are they lying? Because I
Do
don't
we
know.
care if they're lying about
Make insight checks. Make insight checks.
Layla's lying about her name, though.
Make freaking
She is.
insight checks.
Okay, above them, she's half lying.
Okay, make your
Good.
insight checks. Whatever.
I don't care if they're lying about their name.
I don't care. I think with a role like that, I don't really care.
Okay, yeah. As far as you could tell, they're being truthful about their identities. Okay.
So what brings you to our little shack? Orphanage?
We are seeking protection. I believe we have met one of your compatriots, who is a elf as well, and another elf by the name of Adrian. I believe we had met him before.
Oh yes, he's doing his spiritual journey thing. He'll be back.
We don't mind waiting.
But what danger are you in?
Let's just say we girls are in a line of work that deals with a lot of people who want to take advantage of us. Let's leave it like that.
Were you trying to make them sound like harlots?
I'm not saying anything.
Because that definitely makes them sound like harlots.
If you want our help, which is going to be our help, but if it involves him, it involves the rest of us. Please. We're all ears.
The redhead kind of like leans forward and says, someone with intelligence and tactical know-how. I think we're gonna get along just swimmingly.
That's a word that I would never hear from a whore. In her own head. Not say that out loud.
Swimmingly or tactical?
Tactical. Swimmingly, maybe. Tactical, that's not a word that will come out of.
Okay, so the redhead
Well.
says, we were here doing some shopping for our business, and, well, we had a little scrapes in with some arrogant fools of men thinking they could do whatever they want to us, so we had some little scrapes and such, but overall not so much trouble. But
So who
with
did you kill?
we did not kill anyone.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't kill someone.
No, it's just we just need a
It's
place
understandable. Someone who tries to hurt you, you end up killing them. It's perfectly fine. But considering you're here, that means it's not some normal thug. But please, continue.
We are just seeking for a place to lay low until until our sponsor shows up here to clear the mess up.
Who's your sponsor?
The redhead and the blonde look at each other and then turn and
detect thoughts on the redhead. Sponsor ran, so many alarm bells went off.
Okay, hang on. I need to get the sings. I need to get my sings in order.
We'll give you a minute. We'll give you a few minutes.
Yeah, no, it's just I knew you were.
The word you're trying to look for would be benefactor.
To be fair, I was trying
Thank
to
you,
run
benefactor. Thank you, benefactor. Sorry, I'm mixing my words here, but okay. And this is what a what
15.
a 15 what's
Hold on, give me back now. Why is it so much? I can't speak.
Wisdom.
Okay, yeah, it's so much text. I have to look for it. Yeah.
So a 1d20 wisdom save. Okay. So here we go. Yep. Succeeds. Okay.
I'm very miffed. I ask.
So okay.
You mind if we
let me finish. Let me finish. So it's she saved it.
Yes.
But you do cast a spell to read her thoughts, and you just hear her saying like.
Actually, the save only applies if you go to dig deep into the thoughts. You can already hear the surface of anyone.
Yeah.
Eventually learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on their mind in the moment. As an action, shift your attention to another creature or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom save throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thought, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Questions verbally directed the target creature naturally state the creature's thoughts, and that's for the interrogation part. So unless you wanted to probe deeper into her thoughts, they don't even get a chance to make a check against you.
Interesting. So what can I tell by her surface thoughts?
That's what I was about to get you, because I did read the spell.
Sorry.
But thank you for the explanation, Nails. Thank you. That's helping Ghost a lot. So, her surface thoughts is saying that I really don't think I could trust these people, but since they are working together and since they are helping the people out, I guess I could trust them, but still... Still, though, I have to say the one with the horns, she's quite cute. Maybe I could try to do her at some point. That's the surface thoughts you get from the The text starts.
Move to the other one.
You're doing to the blonde, okay. To the blonde, the text starts is you hearing like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I messed up big time.
Weaker
This
the
is
two.
bad, this is bad.
Now, I want to look deeper into her thoughts.
Okay, and I am now rolling to see if it saves. Here we go. It
Nope.
fails.
She's the weaker of the two sisters.
It
So-
fails.
So question, what are the verbal and semantic components of the spell that you did to perform it, Layla? Because you're sitting here performing magic in front of people with a copper piece as the material component. So what'd you do?
Just flipping a copper piece.
Flip a copper
Oh,
piece and
actually,
say a penny for your thoughts?
Yes. Like Two-Face would do.
I guess, make a sleight of hand check? I don't know.
See if you can disguise the semantic being
Hey.
spellcasting. Versus arcane, I guess, would be their counter. See if what she was doing was magic, not being weird.
Yeah. Give me a moment. They have skills, so... I guess Arcana or Insight, I guess. So... So the redhead immediately cocks her eyebrow and just looks as you were doing the whole penny for your thoughts thing towards the blonde, and she immediately let's see. Let's see what I can do. Okay. Layla.
Mhm.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Okay.
You failed. You feel yourself being heavily attracted to this redhead, and you feel yourself not able to finish your thoughts or your moments as you just look at her, and so you are charmed. You are able, because you can tell you are charmed because, you know, like you will know. Yeah, so so you just hear in your head a telepathic thought saying that, why don't you make an excuse so me and you could go outside for a little moment?
Wait a minute.
And you hear this in your head
Allopathic.
telepathically.
Like from the spell message, telepathic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It is, you are charmed. You have to obey. You have to obey the command.
All right. Well, I need a moment to breathe. I'll be right back.
Yes, I think I would join you so we could have a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, that's the thing I typically notice is people just cast magic openly. It's like, people are gonna notice that.
You roll an insight check.
Yeah,
you
Nail,
need to roll an Arcana check.
Nail, you can roll an insight check or whatever, or something. It's an insight check to see if there's something wrong.
Pretty sure this is the most friendly Layla has ever been to someone.
Yes, exactly.
That's gotta be so much
I rolled a 10.
Yeah. So, Layla, you have to roll a deception. To counter the insight.
It's not gonna take much. I rolled a 10.
I'm good at deception.
Yeah. So, Nail, you believe that Layla is just needing some air, and I guess during her previous rampage, I guess this is for the best for her to just air out her grievances and everything. So, Layla, you are magically being charmed your way to a abandoned, not an abandoned, but an empty little building. Okay, and you are pushed inside, and the elf comes in, and she looks at you and says, "Oh, you are such a rare find, and
So are you.
you are charmed, so remember that."
Yes, so I know. She's being flirty. You know,
Yes.
she's still psycho, but
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, and she kind of like puts her hand next to her hand, and she kind of like looms over and says, "I would very much want to have a taste of you."
Take me out to dinner first.
Oh, my darling. She kind of like uses her hand to tilt your head, and she
God.
says, "You are my dinner." and she is. Oh my.
Does this
Ugh.
end charm? At what point does this end charm?
Charm lasts for a day.
God damn it! At what point can I?
No, charm
re-roll?
lasts for an hour.
No. Or be
Fucking
magic. No.
vampires.
So one humanoid, must succeed on a saving throw or be magically charmed for a day.
Okay.
It's different on the
So is my
charm
character
spell
dead?
when this is a charm of an ability of sorts.
So question: is my character gonna die?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. But
She might still die if she breaks out this charm and kill. Okay, but continue. Suck out the
so she plants her lips on your lips, and she kind of like really gets into this, and she is basically holding you with, I would say, a good amount of strength, and I need you to make a DC Constitution saving throw.
All right. Really?
Oh boy. Okay.
I
Oh.
really hate that. This is. No.
How much HP does Layla have?
38.
Okay.
How do I die? How do I die?
You're not gonna die. Let me roll. Let me roll.
Hey, Layla, do you know what this is? Because it's not an elf.
It is.
I know.
Don't worry. You will have a chance to
Yeah.
succeed. You
The
have
whole-
a chance to
the
repeat
whole
the saving
wisdom.
throw. So
The whole wisdom for an hour thing kind of gave it away.
wait, hang on. Oh balls. Hang on. I made a mistake. Oh my god.
Wait, are you gonna try to hurt her?
No.
Is she taking damage?
She is going to take some damage, okay, but not a lot, okay. Would you let me do the roll? I made a mistake, okay. Oh my.
Well, I'm just saying that because Layla gets to reroll wisdom saving throw if she gets harmed.
I know, and Layla, you take 37 psychic damage,
Holy shit.
and
Well.
you now have the ability to repeat the saving throw. Make a wisdom save. Oh, you failed again. And okay.
So, besides nearly killing my character, what happens next?
Okay, hang on. I'm reading what this thing does. Hit point max.
Your
Okay.
HP maximum has been lowered by that exact same amount of damage.
So
Oh my.
you are at maximum 1 hit point right now. For the
Because
remaining.
this is a succubus.
Yeah, yes, it is a succubus. Out of character, it is a
No
succubus.
No shit. It is. And you just.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
I don't accept apologies, but continue.
So after this, you feel so weak. You kind of like fall on the on like basically she pinned you against the wall, did this, and now you're sliding, and she kind of like looms over you and says, "Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna do any more harm than that. I just needed to recharge my my energy, if you would. And I can assure you, I would make sure you would not die. I mean, it would be a very bad start for us to make a good first impression," she says with a smile. Why don't we stay here for a little while? And at this point, Nail, you see the blonde rub her the back of her head and says that I need to go to the ladies the ladies latrine. I'll be back, she says.
You do know we're in the middle of the slums, right?
There was a community bathroom, okay? Okay.
We're in the forest.
Okay.
Yes.
No, we're in the slums on the outside of town.
Yes.
Basically in the shambling district that they set up.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Don't worry, Layla. The negative HP is only until you take a long rest.
Yeah. Once you take a long rest, the effect will end of the ability. But yeah, that happens. So then the blonde elf joins with the redhead elf, and she says, "What the hell did you do?" And saying, "I couldn't help myself," and says, "You told me that I needed to be more careful." Look, okay, I will admit I may have gotten a bit carried away. I was gonna move her away, but I mean, come on, look at her. She is... I get it, okay? She is incredibly hot, but still, sis, you should not have... What? I made sure not to kill her. She is nearly drained. I get that, okay? But still, like, whatever, okay? Look, I know you were wanting to seek help from Adrian since, you know, like, oh, this will be a good time for you to try to put the moves on him since I love him very much, okay? Yes, okay, I am admitting that I do
I overhear this, or am I just...
Yes, you are technically overhearing this. You are still charmed.
But a succubus
You're
is trying to
siding-
significantly more powerful than any other form of... It's, in essence, mind control.
Mind control, basically. Basically like that of a mind flayer, but not as a
Well,
mind
no.
flayer.
A mind flayer can order you to commit suicide and you don't get
Yeah.
fight from this. If a
Question,
succubus
when
tries...
When
Yeah.
this charm is over, do I realize I was charmed? Or
Yes, you will realize that you have been charmed
Oh.
once charm is over.
Oh.
So you
And
would
you'll be
know.
immune from the effect for
Oh.
24 hours.
Exactly. So as I was saying that, look, I get it. Okay, you want to play matchmaker for me because he was very gentlemanly. I get it. Look, okay, you're just very hard. Okay, you're shy, June. You're shy. Autumn, this is not the time. Okay, we're being practically hunted down by freaking cultists. I get that. Okay,
Why
so
did
I
you start with that? You fucking... God damn. We were fighting the fucking call. You should have started with that. Kind of
Are you
half
saying this? Are
dreary.
you saying this?
Yes, half like she's in almost half, like...
She's very drunk.
Yes, and
Yes.
you are still charmed, and like they both turned to you, and like, well, we didn't know who to trust. The only person we ever met was Adrian. Okay, you're basically new to us. I mean, no offense, though. I do find you very attractive, and I do apologize for what I did, and I hope you could forgive me.
I think I know what happened to that random guard
Mm.
that Adrian found.
So as this is happening, Adrian, getting back to you. You did some discoveries and everything. What are you gonna do now?
Okay, so I decided on what familiars I will summon. I will summon three weasels and the hawk.
Okay, not even gonna ask about the weasels, but I think they have keen sense and survival.
No, familiar
they have
has
keen hearing
survival.
and smell. They have keen
Yeah.
hearing and keen smell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it turns out familiars only gain 2 skills.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
perception and stealth if they gain any skills at all.
Got it. Okay, so what are you doing?
So I'll have the weasels sniff the ring. Sniff the ring and then sniff the. Then after sniffing the ring, it will sniff the body.
Wait.
Does it smell?
Okay, wait. Say it again. Sniff the ring and then sniff the body.
Yeah. Does it smell the same scent on the body and on the ring?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I've deduced, my detective skills have deduced that the culprit is the owner of this ring. Adrian going on full crime scene detective here. He will. He even go a further step in becoming a crime scene detective and take out the book of still images.
Oh my
And-
god. You're loving this murder mystery. I would actually now make more adventures with this type of style just to have fun.
And quote unquote take a picture of the dead body using the book of still images,
That's understandable.
Yeah. and then the ring.
Okay.
So now I have a dead. Now I have a picture of a dead body in the ring. Adrian will then take a piece of paper from his backpack and write down his location. And then write and say that a guard has been murdered. I've done some investigating. I am currently trying to figure out where the culprit is. and then he'll take this piece of paper and tie it to the hawk, and then send the hawk to
The guard
to
station.
the guard captain.
You don't know where the guard captain is.
Okay. And I forgot to mention he'll sign his name.
You do know that there is a guard station within the trade district
Yeah.
center area, so you can't send the hawk there.
Yeah, he'll send the hawk there, then have the
Weasels.
3 weasels sniff. Try to follow the scent.
The scent.
Yeah.
Question. Do you need to make a roll in order to do the tracking? I think it would be survival in this sense, right?
Yeah, either survival or perception. I'm not sure.
Since you're trying to track something, I think survival is the better.
Survival?
Yeah, survival. Since you're trying to track it. Since they're trying to track the smell. So it's survival.
Okay.
But I would still make it with advantage.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that they have
advantage,
keen
With the,
scent.
yeah, you will have advantage, okay, since you have the scent, the smell, and everything. So you're able to track it.
Okay. Weasels have a +1 to wisdom.
I can't believe you're killing a bunch of random guards with succubuses.
Nice. 18, 21 with a natural 20, and 15. So 18, 21, and a 15, but with a natural 20.
Yeah.
Roll
yeah.
another d20. So
Another d20? Well,
so wait, was the 17 a part of? Yeah, no, wait, 1, 2.
So,
yeah,
rolled-
because
Yeah, you do
the
need to
17
roll.
and the 9 are together. The 13 are together, and the 14 needs to be paired up with the third.
no, the
Weasel.
the 13 and 14 are paired together because they can't roll any higher than a 20.
Yeah, but you still need to roll for its other roll.
Yeah. To still be fair, dude.
So your 4. I'm just saying you can get better than your 15. And you
16.
did.
16.
16. So see? Better. Regardless, your weasels pick up the scent, and you follow the weasels, leading you down the streets and everything, out of town, and back to basically where the shack is.
Because the guard was murdered by a succubus.
Well, the weasels are tracking the scent off of the ring. That's what they're tracking.
These succubuses leave scents. That's the big question.
And they smelled the same scent on the dead body as well that was on the ring.
Exactly.
I'm just saying my prediction is that the succubuses killed the guy because they're draining kiss. He died happy.
Yes. So Adrian will then enter
The shack.
the shack with his weasels in front, sniffing. Just like this, Adrian just barges into the shack with
Okay.
3 weasels in front of him.
Okay. Let me move you to the thing. We'll just
Basically,
we'll just say for context that the weasels are on hand. I don't want to put all of
yes.
this thing. So yeah. So
Basically,
Nail, you see Adrian barge in with what appears to be weasels.
Oh. There are 2 people here looking for you, Adrian. 2 attractive elf women.
that's what's Adrian. Adrian's just basically like that. A person in general. I am looking for a person as well. And my deductions have led me to this shack.
You're so loving this, aren't you?
joking around. Adrian will then command the weasels to search the room, sniffing.
So yeah, the weasel come around this um chair, and they sniff, and they like peek up and everything, and like getting you to come over here.
Okay, now I have to sound weasels make.
I don't know what weasels make. Okay, I'm just making a sound.
I think they chirp.
Chirp, chirp.
What sound do weasels make?
What sound does the weasel make?
Chirp, hiss, trill, and squeaks.
Okay,
I was right. Yes.
So it is making a chirping sound to you. So it is.
Okay, so he will go over to where that weasel is.
Mm-hmm.
One of your friends was sitting in the seat. She left with Layla.
Who was sitting in this
suddenly,
chair?
Just a few minutes ago, I think. They went out to get some air. I'm making air quotes when I say air.
Friends.
Adrian, Nail describes the people who are here, and it is the redhead sun elf and the blonde sun elf, which you did encounter before.
Yes. Autumn and
June.
June.
Correct. They said they were looking for you. They were in danger.
They're in danger?
I said they could wait here. Yeah, and they said they were in danger, waiting for their benefactor. And they wanted your assistance. Again, or something like that.
A few questions for them, then.
But they went out for some air with so we should be around here somewhere.
Has the owl delivered the, or not the owl, the hawk delivered the...
Yes,
the letter yet?
At some point later, the hawk does return.
Okay, so the hawk will come back, and then I'll have it fly around the area searching for everybody, for Autumn and June.
Make perception checks.
Okay, so the hawk actually has the same
Not to mention
perception.
Not to mention the weasels still have the scent.
Yeah. So the hawks actually have the same perception checks as I do, but they have also a keen sight. 22.
Okay. With the hawk's ability and looking around, it does find a redhead and a blonde elf. Basically what appears to be having an argument. And they are located around here.
Oh. Yeah, I'll move myself back to the shack. Oh no!
Stop moving!
There we go. So are they within 120 feet of me?
I would say yes.
Okay. Adrian will cast. Message on the blonde and say, "This is Adrian. Where you? My companions are saying that you two were looking for me."
At this point, like, June and Autumn were having an argument, and they're like, wait! And, like, she looks around, and hears that Adrian's here. Adrian's back at the shack and says, like, oh, great, how on earth are we going to explain this? And June says, we'll just say that Layla was interested to see how a woman of your incredible ability is able to do, and she just needed the itch to be scratched. We'll play with that. And
Adrian hears all this through his hawk.
Well, I'm assuming they're communicating telepathically.
they are
This is communicating telepathically.
they are telepathically talking. They are not openly saying it. And I was saying, okay? It says like, oh my god, I can't believe we're gonna screw up our first
You're
impressions
only
with
like
these people.
100 feet away
The
from the
worst,
shack.
the worst thing that could have happened to them is not killing them.
Yes. And says, okay, let's do this. And basically they carry Layla like arm in arm and everything back to the shack, and Autumn is basically telepathically saying to Layla to say these exact words that, hey, I just, was a bit upset, bit angered about last night, and I just needed to release some tension, so yeah, I kind of did it with my dear friend here, and I was entirely drained. It was a very good session. So I am just going to probably go to the next room and just relax while you guys talk.
I say this is deception with disadvantage, because that's way too well, what's the right articulate for Layla.
Yes, I
And
would
she's
say
going
yes. I would say yes. Yes.
And,
Yes. Yes.
She's a little bit off.
Yeah.
Can you guys beat a 12?
Make insight checks. Make insight checks.
Adrian?
Oh.
No, I cannot.
Adrian? You're the
You
last
beat
hope.
it 12.
You're the last hope.
I'm assuming
No.
wisdom is also.
No.
I mean, you did better than me, but that's because
Yeah.
you have better wisdom than I do.
Weasels, sniff them out. I don't think they can do insight checks.
No, but the weasels do kind of like circle or be kind of like around more of Autumn when they return. Oh my god! Oh my god! And Layla does go to the next room, and Autumn and June sit at the table, and so yeah, let's see how this conversation goes. Oh my god. The dice gods are
Second.
so
Wait a second.
So far.
Do you know who else is a detective?
Who?
Batman.
Oh
Just gonna go with Pikachu.
why Batman?
Well, I was just saying that I also have a Joker.
Okay.
As in the cap. Remember? I
Oh
kept on
my
making
god,
those
yes!
analogies.
Oh my god, yes! You are Batman in this sense. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What have I done?
And Batman also has a quote unquote, well, an admirer who is a poisonous kiss as well.
Oh my god.
Poison Ivy
dude.
doesn't really admire Batman.
Okay. Getting back on track, people. Me and my freaking
so-
ideas. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I am regretting this so much. I am regretting it, but I love it.
Adrian will begin to question Autumn and June.
Yes. So
Why did
Autumn,
they-
Autumn
I
is
use
this
it?
one. June is this one.
He'll ask, where was the body found again?
Rat
District
Barrow.
4.
Yeah, Rat Barrow District.
Adrian will ask them, have you been, I've heard that you two were searching for me, looking for me.
Yes, we are in need of assistance. protection, if you would.
What do you need protecting from exactly? Adrian will say.
Very, 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 very bad people who we do not exactly have a name for yet.
What kind of bad people? Adrian will
People
ask.
who would kill and probably try to rave and rant about their gods.
Adrian. No, that's too obvious. Adrian will say, "Are cultists trying to capture you?"
I don't know. They didn't identify themselves. They were just brigands in leather armor trying to kill us.
Do
Or,
you know why they were trying to kill you? Was it for sacrifices? I'm not actually saying any of around.
Were you attacked in the Ratsboro? Were you attacked near in Ratsboro?
what?
Or that was the area it was called?
Yeah,
Ratsboro?
Rat Barrow District. And Autumn, Autumn just says, "No, we avoid that place. We don't go anywhere near it."
Insight check. Hopefully I roll better this time.
Hopefully.
Nice, so one better, 6.
Fail. But you
Adrian will
know,
then,
but you know better. You know better. You know better.
Adrian will then ask him, "What? Trying to feign ignorance. Why do you avoid that place?"
Mostly because of the shady dealing that goes on there. We try to avoid that. We are of a respectable, entrepreneurs of our own business, and we are trying to keep our hands clean, as you might say.
Insight check. There we go, 22.
Okay, let's see my insight. Okay.
Or deception.
Yeah, not my. Sorry, deception. You could tell that Autumn is being not entirely truthful in that regard.
Did these people that attacked you happen to look like guards? Adrian will ask.
Probably. There was mostly brigands, not a lot of guards.
There has been, Adrian will say, there has been a cult that has infiltrated the regiment or the guards regiment and have disguised themselves as guards here. I'm asking this so that I can help narrow down on who's attacking you. This is a half-truth.
So Autumn and June turn to each other and what you say could be possible. I mean, we were accosted by guards when we first met you, and and then we were accosted again by a guard, and then the brigands came, and well, stuff happened, and we needed to get out of there.
Adrian, his detective senses are tingling when they said they met a guard, then they were attacked. Where's this guard now? Did he catch? Did he catch you two being attacked?
Yeah, and we kind of fled from the scene. We fled.
Insight check.
Make the insight.
12.
So, you could tell that they are telling the truth. But, Adrian,
Mm-hmm.
when you first met the Sun Elf twins, you
Mhm.
know that they were wearing rings. One was wearing a gold ring with a white and blue diamond. The other was wearing a silver ring with a white and blue diamond. You notice June has her ring,
Mm-hmm.
but Autumn does not have her ring.
Adrian will then say, well, I happened to be walking through Ratsboro and stumbled upon this ring. I believe it belongs to you. But Autumn?
Yes.
That was missing a ring, or was it June?
Autumn was missing her ring.
Yeah, I believe it belongs to you, Autumn.
You could now tell immediately that she is kind of like gripping the table a bit, and you could tell that she is tensing up and everything. And you also see June is also kind of like sweating a bit, and June was about to say something, and Autumn just cuts in. Okay, fine. Look, it was in self-defense. Okay, we were cornered, we were attacked for no provocation, and we killed him. Okay? Not proud of it. But it was life and death.
And what happened to the attackers? Did they flee, or did you manage to lose them while running? Where did they go?
Some attacked. We fended them off with the weapons that the guard had and managed to injure and wound some of them. They fled, but we needed to get out of there.
And the guard didn't help you?
No, the guard was the one who led the brigades.
Just to be safe that they're not lying, just in case, Adrian will do an insight check. 15.
Okay. Okay. With your insight check, you are able to discern that they are speaking truth. But you can tell that there is an uneasy deception within Autumn's description. But you can't pick it up. But you can tell that June is like looking down in gloom and fear.
Okay. Oh, I will keep you two safe. But first, in order to do that, I need to deliver a message. Adrian's being truthful.
What message do you need to send?
Adrian will go talk to the captain or one of the guards that he trusts. That he knows isn't a cultist.
Yeah.
To deliver a message to the captain of the guards to say that he's figured out the identity of the dead body and that the dead body was actually a cultist.
Okay.
Was probably a cultist and attacked two spellcasters.
Okay.
Which they then in self-defense killed him.
Okay. So the guard captain, well, the guy that you met with Apollo, with the headpiece of Apollo, says in response, "Understood. I will see if I could bend the truce a little. Maybe I could blame this on freaking monster attacks."
So it would be unwise. That would cause civil panic. Perhaps we say he was severely dehydrated.
Sure.
We tell that to the public.
We will say that he was anemic due to bad food he received, or something he ate while training in the woods. I'll play it off like that. I will see what I could do, he says in response.
Thank you for your help. Then Adrian will return back to the shed.
You spoke to
the
him.
body.
You spoke to him telepathically, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. He would return back to the shack and tell Autumn and June that he's spoken to some people in charge and that they are clear of the crime of killing what presumably was a cultist, not a guard.
You could see that Autumn sighs, but you could see that June is sighing deeply in relief.
Guess he doesn't need, and he'll give back the ring to Autumn and tear the picture of the dead body and the ring out of the book. Actually, no. The ring is a nice picture. Keep the ring in the book, but tear the body out.
Okay.
So the ripped page alights in smoke, and a new page appears.
Yep. And I think, do you remember what pages you had that were already used?
We only used it once. We used it for copying Shala's outfit, basically.
Yeah, but there were already, there were images
It had
already.
like 3 pages already in there.
Yeah.
They're somewhere in Discord.
It was a dwarf, like a noble dwarf, a vase, and one more thing. I forget what it was.
I will look.
It's somewhere in the Discord.
Yeah, I am looking.
How much gold does?
My eyes. Okay. Here we go. Book of Still Images. Yes, open. Okay, I said it was a fancy dwarf. and a vase, an ornate vase, and
A smelling dwarf, or was it?
it
It's
was
like a noble dwarf.
it was a noble dwarf, and it was an ornate vase, and I think it was a sleeping dragon.
Oh yeah, sleeping dragon. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't tell what type of dragon though. So yeah. So yeah, and
Can't
then
tell even with the detailed picture.
uh, I think I said it was maybe a bronze type of
I mean, if the
dragon.
wings are curled around it, it would be difficult to
Yeah.
determine depending on the angle.
Exactly.
Because the
exactly.
membrane of a red dragon and a gold dragon and a bronze dragon all look the exact same. There's some
Exactly.
off-color dragons like pink dragons, which have the same colorations.
So yeah, it would be kind of difficult to discern what type of dragon it is. It's just a sleeping dragon. I will be more detailed, but that's all. And then you added the wing picture and the clothes of Shala. So Adrian,
Yeah, I'm writing all that down.
yeah, write it down. Keep a note of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so yeah, that happens, and so what else happens?
What else happened?
Yeah, you did that, and then because you asked what else was in there and everything, and you were going to say something else, so yeah.
Adrian will say yes. We'll say to Autumn. Oh yeah, yeah. Adrian is returning the ring to Autumn.
Yeah, which she does, and like Autumn sighs, but June sighs more heavily in relief, which you pick up on.
To better our defenses, I'm gonna go do some shopping for some magic items.
Yes, that would.
Adrian will say.
Yes, that would be wise. Autumn says, and she kind of like turns to Nail, and you wouldn't happen to have a healing potion on you?
Yeah, I have a healing potion.
She gives you 5.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she gives you 5 gold. May I have it, please?
Sure.
So she hands you the 5 gold and takes the bottle, and she goes into the next room. And June
That's
is just...
not gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not gonna do anything if she wants to heal.
Yeah, but she's just gonna keep it on hand, just in case. But June it just sits there and like she's not moving. She's just like glooming over, and she's just being gloomy and everything. So Layla, you see Autumn return, and she telepathically speaks to you and says, "Look, you're gonna remember the whole incident with you being charmed by me, and you could be angry with me as much as you want. You can even take your anger out on me. But my sister had nothing to do with any of it. So take your anger out on me, and just me. I have a healing potion." I have a healing potion, and I will give it to you as a peace offering. Would you promise to abide by this, please?
Am I uncharmed at this moment or still charmed?
You're still charmed.
then I have no choice but to accept
Yeah.
Yes.
a
Yes.
false truce.
Whatever. No, she is asking you to consider this. And she then
Oh.
says telepathically, I am going to drop the charm. I just ask that you understand why I had to do it. I was afraid for my sister's life. And she snaps her fingers, and Layla, the effects of the charm spell are gone.
I stand up. You want fair and square, even, correct?
Repeat that, I didn't hear that.
You want peace, fair and square, even, water under the bridge, correct?
She stands firmly, not afraid, and yes. And I will accept any form of punishment you see fit.
Follow me outside.
Okay, she does. She follows you outside. What is this?
You go almost 120 yards. Well, sorry, feet that way to those craters over there.
She complies. She complies.
There.
Oh my god.
It does change. I do change it to thunder damage.
Wait.
Trendy.
Wait. You do you do what?
Oh, is she? Is she gonna die?
No, hang on.
Succubuses have way more health than that.
Yeah. But
Oh,
my question is
no, which one?
my question is like fireball is fire damage, and then you use something to make it thunder damage.
Yes, it's that one, because it was sorcerer.
Okay.
Yes, and
And this is a dex save, correct?
yes.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I mean, no matter what, it's not going to kill it.
She rolled a 15, so she saves.
Oh, good. Now for the next one.
Oh,
I
wait.
tell her.
Wait, but how much damage did she take? She took half.
10.
Half
Yeah,
of it.
Okay, she took. Okay, good to know. I am. Okay, let me actually pull
And
up.
if she has resistance to thunder, and I'm not sure if Succubus take even, that's 5.
She has damage resistance to cold, fire, lightning, poison, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from all
From
non-magical.
non-magical sources.
From magical sources.
So the elements are magical sources. The piercing slash the physical damage is from non-magical sources.
So she does not have resistance to freaking thunder. So yeah.
I thought you said she did.
No, she said no.
Oh,
She's
yes.
resistance from cold, fire, and lightning and poison, but not thunder. Thunder is different.
Yes. Thunder is more sound than anything else.
Yeah.
It's the sound damage type when they don't want to say sound.
And this is for thunder, correct?
Yes, also the same thing.
So the first one was fire. This is thunder now.
No, they're both thunder.
Oh.
So
Okay.
she took 10 damage from the first one.
Okay.
And this still shouldn't kill her because succubuses have like 50 plus HP.
Yeah. Okay, she fails, so she takes 31 damage.
The explosions are also kind of shaking the house.
Yeah, and like June is like, "Ah," and looks outside and like,
Okay, we're done.
Yeah. June just looks
Walks
and
back.
like turns to like Nail and Adrian. Should we stop this? Like this is this was going on when you were casting the first spell, and then like midway through the second spell.
Okay, Adrian will go to the magic item shop.
Next.
Or actually, no, he'll go to the blacksmith for magic items
Okay. In essence.
because
Okay, in essence, you want to go to the Sun Crest armaments, basically.
yes, he's looking for 2 magic items.
Okay. Well, first off, like Layla goes back in, Autumn comes in, kind of like singed a bit with the thunder. She sits down and says, and she looks at Layla, "Are we square?"
For now. Devilish smile.
So yeah. At this point, so you wanted to go to the Sun Crest armaments. Okay, we could do that. And then I would say we could end the session if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see if you could find the stuff that you want. What magic items are you specifically looking for?
First, he wants to find a rod of absorption.
Okay, let me look up that rarity. So
It's very rare.
yeah, so D&D Rod of Absorption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a very rare, so I would say the rarity of that. So roll for me a percentile die and call high or low.
Low.
Okay, make the roll.
85.
It is not in stock.
Okay. Then he'll ask for illusionist racers.
And the rarity of that.
Very rare as well.
Okay, make a percentile roll and call high or low.
Low again. Damn it.
Not
74.
in stock. But you can order them.
Adrian will say, how much would it cost? How much would it cost extra to put these 2 magic items in order?
At the same time? At the same time? To have them ordered at the same time?
One of them at least, he says.
Okay, since they're very rare, I would say 5,000.
5,000 gold? That is a bit over my price range at the moment.
You could try a persuasion to see if you could haggle the price.
But what can you say to haggle down the price?
That is up to you, my friend.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, you did buy... I think you did buy from this person before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what you could do. So I'll leave that up to you.
He will save his money for for his sword that he's gonna make. And what was the metal that we said that was similar to soul steel again?
I
Or
think
calcum?
I think it was orichalcum or adamantite. I can't remember. One of the two. One of the two. It's in the previous episode. I'll look. I'll look in the previous episode, or you could look in the previous episode. So yeah, I'm thinking one of the two. One of the two.
I think we agreed on orichalcum.
Yeah, I think orichalcum.
Adrian asks, do you have any wands as well?
Wands?
Yes.
What wand are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for a wand of magic missiles.
And that's a common?
Uncommon.
Uncommon. Make a percentile roll for me again, and call high or low.
Okay. Third time's a charm. I'll say low. 87.
So like same thing. You could see if you could order it, but since this is an uncommon, it will probably just be maybe 100 gold to order this.
How long would the order take, Adrian?
Well, since you wanting this, well, do you want this crafted or delivered?
Either one is whatever is the cheapest, Adrian will say.
It would at least take us a day and a half or so if we decide to work overnight. If this is a rush order, it will probably be within a day or so ready.
It is not a rush order.
Then a day and a half.
Adrian will also ask, I'm also looking for adamantine metal, and the other metal that was described, the magic metal.
Yeah, it was
Orichalcum.
yeah, because orichalcum is the already processed of adamantite, correct?
No, it's a different kind of sky metal.
It's a metal used with magic and stuff like that.
Yes. So orichalcum has those magical properties. Yes, thank you. So
Yeah.
So you're wanting to see if you could get orichalcum metal. So make a percentile roll, call high or low, and you could add a minus or a plus 20 to the roll.
I am stubborn, and will continue to say low. There we go.
Okay, so he does have a slab of orichalcum.
So
He does have a slab of orichalcum.
it's a 14. I rolled a 14 with a minus 20.
Yep. So he does have a very large slab of orichalcum in stock.
Okay, I'm looking to craft a magic sword using that.
So that's what I pulled off the D&D's wiki.
Thank you.
For
so
orichalcum.
Is a rare, naturally occurring magical metal found in small veins, which produce nuggets no greater in diameter than the width of a thumb. It weighs nearly as much as gold and is colored similarly through with a subtle magenta green sheen. This metal naturally attracts the weave, the source of all magic, and therefore bears myriad of practical applications for most adventurers. It's best used in the creation or enchantment of magical items. Unfortunately, the pockets of the concentrated weave surrounding these nuggets pose a threat to creatures inexperienced with spellcasting. Okay, but since they are able to mass produce this, and having an entire slab like this enough to at least make a sword or an item is pretty good to have.
Mm-hmm. How much for the slab? Adrian will say.
How much for the slab? Okay, so since this is a rare metal, which is based for enchantments and everything, and since so are you wanting to spend 100 gold to get the wand of magic missile?
No.
No. Okay, so I would say
Not if he's going to buy the slab.
Yeah, so I would say in the sense of the rarity of this and in the place of it, I would say that the orichalcum slab would cost around maybe 1,500 gold.
Mm-hmm. Since we already have a red corundum in the bracelet, the bracelet of elements, is the red corundum same power level as a red corundum that Adrian already has?
Yes, it has a similar effects, though if the gem is slotted within the bracelet and is used, it won't be destroyed. It could be reused after a long or until dawn rest type of situation. I can't remember. I need to look at it. But something around those things. Basically, it could be reusable.
Adrian will sell his red corundum then. That's the one that's not slotted into
so the bracelet has 2 charges. Using the bracelet to summon an elemental will consume 1 charge. The charges will reset at dawn.
No, Adrian has a red corundum that isn't in the
bracelet.
The bracelet.
I know. I was reading the term to recharge the charges.
Okay.
I can't remember. I can't remember words. The requirements. There we go. Requirements. To recharge the item. So yeah. So you're gonna sell your red conundrum, and how much is that?
I don't know.
The red. Elemental.
Looks like it's saying it's 960 gold.
Okay, let me. Okay, the red conundrum. So 900 of something gold?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see it. So 960 gold. Okay, yeah, sure. You could do that. You could sell it for that much.
And Adrian will say to jack up the price a little bit. He will say, "This, I actually attained this by killing a bunch of zombie Vikings. So this was quite hard to come by. Imagine using this red corundum in one of your what do you call it?
Crafting?
Was it yeah, imagine using this red corundum in one of your
items or smith
items you could craft.
the guy in charge looks at it and looks at it. I would need to get this authenticated, but I will trust your judgment. Sure. I will take it off your hands in exchange for the slab.
I appreciate the trade, Adrian says. And he would give the red corundum and take the slab.
Yeah.
And you'll put the slab in. How heavy is the slab?
Since it weighs the same as gold, I would say how much a slab of gold would weigh. Pretty heavy, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just asking to find out if it can
Fit in the bag of holding.
stay in a bag. Fit in the bag of holding.
I think it would fit in the bag of holding.
Well, because the bag.
Like I said, the slab.
Okay,
yeah, the slab is like basically the same as the Sheikah slate slab type thing.
Yeah, because you won't be making a weapon out of pure orichalcum.
Yeah, you wouldn't be making it out of pure orichalcum. It is one of the base metals you need to use, and then you have to use the other metal, which is, I believe, the black dusk stone metal for this weapon. So, like, it's a mixture of these two items.
Well, the bag of holding can hold up to 500 pounds.
So
yeah, it's good.
It's not going to be 500 pounds.
It's not
Yeah, it's
going
not
to
gonna
be
be 500.
It will fit. It will fit. So, regardless, that will be the end of the session because you're going to return back and blah blah blah. So I get that. So
Yeah, the weird thing is I can't actually find a price for how much orichalcum is supposed to cost.
I know. I have to make this stuff up. So yeah. So
I mean, pure orichalcum actually injures people around it.
Yeah. Okay.
Based on how much equivalent nuggets there are.
Yeah.
I mean, at 51 plus nuggets, it deals 1d20 force damage every minute at a range of 6 feet.
Okay. So that's.
What was that?
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So.
What was that about the
orichalcum? Because of how it attracts magic, it deals force damage to things around it based on how much there are. So at its maximum, which is 51 plus nuggets, it deals 1d20 force damage at a range of 60 feet. So everything in 60 feet of it would take that damage every minute.
Okay.
So a lot of untreated orichalcum is pretty deadly.
So
this is treated stuff though. So
it's most likely mixed with iron already. Yeah. What you wanted to say?
Yeah, I was going to do some housekeeping and everything. So, Nail gets a point of inspiration for his ability to help Adrian figure it out. Also, I would say, Adrian, you were able to remove a segment of your curse. So you don't have to deal with the constant negative effect of being at disadvantage with ability checks, but your movement is still halved. And Layla, you have helped in the sense of Nail discovering a little bit about the encounter that he had, and you also had a brief encounter with Autumn. So, congratulations! You managed to experience the pleasure of being with the succubus and live to tell the tale.
More importantly, got revenge.
More importantly, got even. Yes, indeed. Yes. So, yeah, I would say that's the end of the session, and I will see you guys next, 2 weeks from now. Next session.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep.
So, Adrian, if